Good morning, Garden Universe. Jane here. June has never looked better in this garden. It's just overwhelming, the fragrance of the roses and how much is growing and what's going on. So this morning I've got to harvest some things, and I'll give you some quick updates on what's going on. First thing I want to grab are some cylindrical beets. I put little chitted seedlings everywhere. This is my pot of peach passion sunflowers. And look at that, they're getting a little bit of color on their flowers. They're just small in this pot. It's time to get some beets. I'm gonna make these for dinner tonight and pickle them, a quick pickle. So I'll pull all these up. I pulled 4 tender young beets out of there, and I left the others to grow on. Then out in the potager garden, I've got this other pot of cylindrical beets, and I think I can get that one. Sorry about my shakiness on the camera. There we go. These are nice. So that'll give 6. I think 2 more. 2 more is enough for dinner. Then I have this other 5-gallon bucket full of beets. They're pretty crowded. I think I can. Oh, there's a really nice one. Wow. It might not be perfect, but it's going to taste perfect. Let's see what else is in there. Oh, there's another one. Well, 2. 3. They were growing close together. Oh, those are beautiful. Okay, I'll wash those off and get those in the house. Just a quick thing about the beets, about the greens. I want to thank Terry King for showing us what leaf miner damage looks like. I've never seen the insect that does the damage and lays the eggs, but I did take Terry's advice and removed any leaves that I saw damaged. And as everyone knows that has watched my videos, I use tulle fabric that's very inexpensive that I get 90 cents a yard. So I keep the tulle on my beets and the parsnips and the carrots, and I haven't gotten the maggot or the leaf miner like I would have if I hadn't. Now these beets that I just harvested, they had quite a few leaves that were damaged because I didn't have the tulle fabric on this. The giant red celery has been putting up some flower stalks, but that doesn't stop me from using it. I cut up small mincing pieces and add them to salads all the time. It's delicious. I'd like to add some spring onions to my salad tonight. I just need a couple of those. Oh, they look really nice. Oh, I think I need to reach in there and collect some young kale leaves, the curly kale and the lanceolata. I'm really tempted to pull 1 carrot for the salad. I was going to wait until the Island County Fair, but I am really curious about carrots. I've never grown them in buckets before. Let's see what we've got. Well, not much it appears. Look at that ugly little thing. That is really a disgusting looking carrot. But I think there might be just enough to shave on the top of a salad. We'll see. And best for last, the first summer squash of the season. Small, but I'm just going to twist it around and around and around and around and see. There we go. Perfect for salads. So there we have it, my troggle of dinner. We've got a red salad, lettuce, and a curly lettuce, and kale. We've got curly kale and dinosaur kale, lanceolata. We've got a nice little baby zucchini, summer squash, and cylindrical beets, of which I will pickle for dinner. One stubby little deformed carrot, and I will clean it up and shave it into the salad. A couple of fresh radish, summer onions, and celery. That's not bad for June 12th. Well, the delphinium are magnificent. The best year ever for them. And the sunflowers. These are my Russian Mammoth sunflowers. It's official. I can no longer reach the top to tie them to the bamboo stake. Well, you know, I'm not the tallest person in the whole world. I think I'm 5 foot on a good day. But these are a stepladder job now. The blossom pumpkin is not growing a long leader so fast, but it is definitely putting energy into leaves. I find the little tendrils, well, they're not little tendrils, they're the longest I've ever seen, but they act like walking feet for the blossom pumpkin. It's cool and it's creepy at the same time. My compost garden is going mad. It's just crazy. Everybody gets potatoes in their compost pile at least once. I'm no exception, but I'm encouraging them. I'm watering this compost pile to keep these potatoes going. But what is really cool is this one radish that I've been encouraging in the compost pile. I'm letting it set seed so I can collect it. This is interesting radish. The seeds are called champion radish, the ones I grow for the house for salads. This one, the little chitted seedling, had almost a 6 to 8 inch taproot when I planted it. It didn't even have its true leaves yet. That's my radish. That, my friends, is enormous. So I can't wait to collect the seeds from this. I'll have to put a bag on it so the birds don't take them all before I get some. Oh, I love tigridia. I plant the bulbs every spring. This year I have them in a pot and all of them are white. But oh, they're so exotic looking. I just love them. I've got them next to the stock tank fish pond. And the fish are doing real well. The water, it took the water about 3 weeks to clean up with the biofilters. And it's working very well, as I expected it would. And the rose behind the fish pond is called Miss Jane. This is one of my own varieties that I grew from seed. I have 2 or 3 roses in the garden that a friend of mine named them all Miss Jane. And they are my very own. They are one-of-a-kind roses. I love them. Like my children. But, you know, not children. The yellow transparent apple has got a lot of fruit on it this year. I finished thinning them a few days ago. And we've got chicken netting around this one to keep the deer from ruining it. And we're heavily mulching with chop and drop around the base to keep moisture in the ground. We've had 80-degree weather this week. It's been in the 90s in Seattle. Last night it was 80 in the shade. That's like August weather for Whidbey Island. The potted chocolat sunflowers are getting some flower heads. And chocolat, it appears that it's a multi-headed sunflower. I didn't realize that when I planted them. That's my update for June 13th, 2019. It's just lovely. It's just the best June I've ever experienced in my garden that I can remember. It's just wonderful. Not just because the weather has been perfect, but everything is blooming and growing beyond my wildest expectations. I mean, as a gardener, you can't ask for better than that. So thank you for visiting. If you liked my video, please give a thumbs up or share or subscribe if you'd like to get reminded of when I update. So cheers, everyone.